Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Realm of Ori. In this video, we will continue with Volume 14, Chapter 1, Rewards and Evolutions, Part 4. And before we start, this video contains spoilers from the Tensura Light Novel. And by the way guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The celebration is finally coming to a close, and now there are just two problem children left. Needless to say, the so-called problem children refer to two people, first Secretary Shien and second Secretary Diablo. These two would definitely create a huge hazard if they made a scene at the same time, not to mention the fact that the subordinates are still mostly in a state where they can't be relied on. For these reasons, I'll start with Shien. Shien, I appoint you warlord. Hopefully from today onwards you'll be able to take it to the next level, and remember to act with composure. Of course, there is no more calm and mature woman in the world like me. Who's that? It looks like she's talking about herself, and that's overrating herself. Let's take it as it is. Don't go on a rampage, talk to the people around you and watch over everyone. After saying that, I awarded the souls to Shien. And then, strangely enough, the Shien had not changed at all. Shien also seemed to find it strange, looking straight at me. I watched her again for a while, but there was still no sign that anything was going to change. At this rate, Shien was equivalent to not getting a reward, and this was super bad. Suddenly there was a crisis. After all, I didn't have anything else in store for her. Just as I'm having trouble figuring out what to do about it, something unexpected happens. Shien herself was unchanged, while the Yomiuri fell asleep. Even inside the members of the Mystery Fan Club, the Shien Pro Guard, there were scattered guys who looked like they were having a hard time. It seems that while there are individual differences, all of them seem to have been blessed in some way. It was incredible that Shien herself didn't react at all. As mentioned above, the Shien side feels it is better to leave it alone. Well, Shien, if you feel anything wrong with your body, you should come and tell me. Yes. That said, Lord Rimuru, do I have any special rewards like the Gobdas? Like Gobdas, eh? Got it. Then, let's teach you how to make special dishes. Hey, in other words, you admit that I'm already ahead of Shuna-sama in terms of cooking skills. Absolutely not. Shuna next to me was also speechless at this remark, but immediately became in a super good mood again after hearing me immediately deny it. We'll have to expand the kitchen now, and return to the queue with a satisfied nod. That's a good one. However, Shien's men, the Yomiuri, have evolved into something very interesting. It was quite interesting that they had turned into some kind of spiritual beings, and that they still had a physical body unlike the demon race. Possessing both flesh and being close to the demon race. And then most importantly, there is no mating incapacity. That is, these guys were actually reborn for a whole new race. It was a bit of a surprise that Shien herself hadn't changed, and the ceremony ended with that feeling. Well, it's finally the last man's turn. Problematic Diablo. Diablo has long been with an impatient look. If anyone dares to get in the way now, I can assert that the guy will never get his life back. Diablo. Yes, Lord Rimuru. After this evolution, Diablo would undoubtedly take the position of being the strongest in the demon world. Not only was he the strongest among my men, it felt like he would definitely be stronger than me. Although Diablo himself said with his mouth that he couldn't win against Zijin, anyway, that must have meant qualifiers. The proof was that Ju and Bonnie, who were supposed to be strong enemies, he had solved it all by himself. As powerful as Zijin is, Diablo gives the impression of being even more superior. That is to say, even in this current state, he is the strongest one among my minions. If Diablo shows his true talent, even now, before the ceremony, he may be even better than me. The person I was when I first awakened was simply no match for the person I am now. It is a matter of great concern as to what such an anticlimactic Diablo would eventually evolve into. The title of Demon Lord must be very appropriate for you. Then, please continue to command those demons that are my killer weapons in the future as well. Kufufufufu. Leave it to me, Lord Rimuru. I nodded, then performed the ritual on Diablo. And then, the devil was born. Diablo's evolution seems to have ended in a flash. I thought he was also dumbfounded like Shien, but no. Because all the energy was perfectly controlled by Diablo, it all went unexpressed. The evolved Diablo has become a being that occupies one of the strongest corners in the world. This is not good. Diablo's power cap is as high as I can imagine it. In the presence of the evolutionary dumb fire of Benimaru and Shien, he has become the veritable strongest of my ministry. Not good, this. The amount of mana is already comparable to mine, and if you take into account Diablo's long experience and skills, it feels like even I'm no match for this guy. Sure enough, the probability of an unforeseen hunch coming true is always high. Excellent evolution, Diablo. It is a great honor to receive this compliment from you, Lord Rimuru. Such a Diablo had obviously completed his evolution, but he seemed to have his sights set on acquiring some kind of new ability again. What are you doing? It's nothing. The previous battles have made me realize the value of my extreme abilities. In the past I ignored this power because of guys showing off, but now I've changed my mind and think I should use everything that works. Is this guy an idiot? I always felt that I was surrounded by a lot of these types of guys. I'll have to take this opportunity to show him off next time I see him, kufufufufufu. Anyway, the victim is Guy, so I don't need to be kind-hearted. As long as I don't get involved, it won't matter if I turn a blind eye to it. Diablo still maintained his attitude so far, and looking at him like this, the fear of committing a crime against him seemed to be unfounded. Evolution is also in his complete control, and as a capable minister, let me rely on him in the future. Diablo's blessing was given to his adjutant Venom, and to the 100 demons under Venom. The patron's evolutionary rituals were completed with such feeling. It's better than anything to be able to end peacefully. That being said, the celebration is not over yet. I called others who were active to the stage and consoled them for their hard work. Then, gather those who are still sober for a celebratory banquet. Enjoy today's feast for now, and those will be the fun for next time. That said, the guys at the banquet who got really drunk were also a big deal. Anyway, a person like me is not worthy of Lord Benimaru. I've known this kind of thing from the beginning. Well, you're pretty too, Gobia. Look at me, I was even killed by the longing Lady Albus. Monsters just love the strong, either seeking to be on the same level as themselves, or seeking a stronger opponent as a companion. If you're strong enough, you can marry a lot of them. It was supposed to be like this, but instead Lord Phobio, aren't you already strong enough? If I had been stronger, I could have gotten in between those two as well. Just call me Phobio. You're also strong enough, only the comparison is too bad. That's an opponent that even I can't beat, there's no way. Lord Phobio, no, Phobio. In that case, please call me Gobia. Ah, Gobia. Phobio? Hey, I can't watch this anymore. I'm an adult, so I'm not angry, but this isn't the place for you guys to go on a date and get a good feeling, is it? However, it can't be said that it's a bad thing that two people who have been dumped have come together with the same intention. The party climaxed with such a feeling that the whole evening passed in a good way. After the events of that day spread to the world, my name unknowingly became the Demon Lord Ruler of the Monsters, Rimuru. I also consciously did a lot of work and willingly accepted this new nickname.